I think I had a paranormal experience in the bathroom. And no, not in the way you think, cochinos. This crazy occurrence is what inspired today's theme, haunted stories in the bathroom. And you'd be surprised. Apparently, there are a lot of haunted bathrooms out there. So let's start with this first story, titled The Bathroom is Haunted. About 3 months ago, I started a new job. I started noticing strange things going on in the women's bathroom pretty much immediately. The women's restroom has 3 stalls side by side with a handicap stall taking up the entire back wall. Altogether, they make sort of an L shape. The 3rd stall right next to the handicap stall is where all the activity happens. At least twice a week, I will walk past that stall and see someone standing in the stall, not moving, facing the wall with the door open. They are always wearing a black and white sweater. They have shoulder-length, very shiny black hair. Is it me? I've never gotten a close look at what bottoms they're wearing, but they're a dark color. The first dozen times I thought, what a weird way to stand in the stall, and tried to look at the shoes once I had sat down, only to see nothing. No shoes, no shadow, nothing. Did they manage to leave the stall in the few seconds it took me to get in there? How did they do that silently on a tile floor? They didn't even flush or wash their hands or open the door to leave. If you don't wash your hands, that's scary. Wash your hands, please. Sometimes I will walk in and hear noises as though someone is shaking the toilet paper dispenser in that stall. As soon as I get to it, silence and nothing to be seen. That toilet also flushes by itself sometimes, but it isn't motion sensed. A typical skeptic as I am, I hesitate to outright say there's a ghost, but I really can't explain everything that goes on in that stall. There are a lot of similarities with this story and what happened to me, even by the shape or the design of the restroom. Was this the same restroom? Anywho, let's move on to the second story. Story number 2. I was a human resource manager for a retail store. Our store was severely haunted. I would not go upstairs by myself where the employee bathrooms were. I once had a new hire that ran into my office with a terrified look and told me that while she was using the bathroom, someone kept knocking on her stall door. She kept saying, "Someone is in here." It got louder and more aggressive with each knock. When it sounded like they were about to burst in, she quickly looked under the stall door, but there was no one there. Creepy. Story number 3. I've had a couple encounters in my bathroom that I will never shower in ever again. I always feel as if something is in this bathroom. It's down the hall from my room. I can see it from my bed. This is the first bathroom. My other bathroom is in my room, which I have no issue with. One night, I was showering in there and I was closing my eyes as I washed the shampoo out of my hair when I heard my name being called, and I thought it was my husband calling me from the living room. I started yelling from the shower, but he didn't respond. Then I continued to shower, and the next time I closed my eyes, the calling of my name was very close to my ear, and it sounded like more of a whisper. I was extremely freaked out. I immediately ran out of the shower and ran to my husband to ask if he had been in the restroom. My husband said he hadn't. And I know we've all been there when you're in the shower and you're closing your eyes and it feels like something or someone is watching you. And if you've never felt that, you're welcome. Now you can think of that next time you're in the shower. The second thing that occurred in this bathroom was that when my daughter was showering, she left the door open, and like I said, I can see the bathroom from my bed. I was sitting on my bed, and all of a sudden I started to notice that the light in the restroom began to dim. This was followed by the door slamming, and you have to close that door pretty hard to shut it all the way because there's a rack to hang clothes on it. It slammed so hard that it knocked the towel holder off the wall. I then heard my daughter screaming. I ran to the door, but I couldn't open it. It's as if it was locked. I got my daughter the heck out of there, and I don't allow her to use that particular restroom any longer either. That was one of the most disturbing occurrences in that bathroom. I have also seen a shadowy figure during the day go into that bathroom, which is so off-putting to say the least. Well, the good thing is you have another bathroom. Do you make your guests go into that bathroom? Just out of curiosity. Like, have they experienced anything? Okay, I'm going to tell you all my story. So, I was going on a morning hike at this one particular location that I really like to go to. So, once I got there, I thought, okay, I'm going to use the restroom first before I start my hike so I could be, worry-free in that aspect, I guess. Okay. Anywho, you get it. So I go to the restroom, and right when you walk in, there's the sink, where you wash your hands, and then there's 2 small stalls and then a larger stall, like the handicap stall. Now, the doors to the little stalls were closed and the handicap stall door was open, but I don't like to use the handicap stalls. But obviously, I also don't want to go to the small stall and like push the door if someone's actually in there, because you know how they just naturally shut, but it could be empty. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. So what I do, and I hope this doesn't make me sound weird, but this is what I do. I do a quick little like this, like a glance to see if I see people's feet under, so that I know, oh, that stall is occupied, so that I don't go and try to like push the door open and then there's someone in there. I don't like go all the way down like this, like someone in here. Okay, I'm not creepy. I'm not weird like that. Just like a quick like boop, like someone in there. No. So the 2 small stalls are both empty, or they look empty. So I go straight to the first stall that's right next to like the sink, right when you walk in, that first one. I go in there, right? I'm in the stall. Okay, paint the picture for you. No, I'm just kidding. Not too much. Don't visualize that. I'm in the stall, okay? And I'm in the stall doing what people do in a restroom. You don't need details. Don't be weird. So I'm in the stall, and all of a sudden I hear a woman sigh. Clear as day, like like that. And I go, oh shoot, there's someone in there? Like, I didn't see any feet. Maybe someone's in there. So I look down. You know how you can see the not the pee. I hope you can't see the pee. The person's feet, like under, you know what I'm saying, when you're in a public restroom. So I look down, but I can't see feet, and I'm like, maybe they're standing on the toilet. I don't know, like, people's, it's their personal life. None of my business. So I just, ignore it. And then I clearly hear like the toilet dispenser, like, when you get the toilet paper, how it makes a sound, like I hear noises, like there's someone moving about in there. I hear stuff, and I'm finished. I just had to go quick numero uno, just a quick pee, and then I'm like, I get embarrassed though. I don't know why. I'm weird. Okay, I get embarrassed when I'm in the restroom, and I want people to see that I was in the restroom. So I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Okay. It's like pee anxiety. I don't know. So anyways, I'm like, I'm going to wait for this person to leave, like to get out, wash their hands, and then leave the restroom, and then I'll get out. Okay. Am I the only one who does this? Like, you wait out till they, okay. That's what I did. So I wait. I'm already finished at this point. Okay. I stood up. I'm done. And no one leaves. Like, there's nothing's happening. So I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. Like, I have to leave. So I get out of the stall, right? But right as I'm walking out, I do another quick little glance. Not like to be weird again, but just to be like, oh, guess someone's in there. But there was no one in there. And the stall door, like, now that I'm up closer to it, I notice it's not shut all the way. It's just like, it's not like someone shut it, locked it. Like, it's just like this. And I'm like, okay. And so I wash my hands, and as I'm walking out of the restroom, I do another little glance. I know that this sounds like I'm a weirdo, but I promise you I'm not. And I look under the stall, like a quick little thing like this again. There was nobody in there. I didn't see any feet. And unless they were like standing on the toilet, which I guess is possible, I don't know. But there was nobody in there. So I'm like, am I going crazy? Like, I swear I heard what I heard. So I walk out of the restroom, right? And I just kind of look around, but there's nobody there because I was hiking during a weekday. So usually there's not a lot of people there, which is why I like to go. And I just kind of wait outside. Like, I linger a little bit. I'm like pretending to stretch because I'm like, I want to see if there's someone in this restroom, right? Or like, am I going crazy? I know I heard what I heard. So I'm like fake stretching, right? Pretending I'm doing warm-ups or whatever. And no one ever comes out. So I'm just like, Moaning Myrtle moment. Is that her name from Harry Potter? The girl that haunts the restroom? And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back in there one more time. And I went back in. Go back in. And this time I went to the handicap restroom. I didn't have to use the restroom anymore. But I just wanted to walk by and glance. I know this sounds like I'm so weird and creepy, but I'm not. I swear. I just wanted to confirm, like, if there's someone in there. Or am I going crazy? This sounds like I'm really weird, actually. This is not a good look for me, probably. But I'm going to finish the story. So I go to the handicap restroom, and as I walk by, I take a little peek. Because, in public restrooms, there's that little crack. Like, you can see. And, I mean, I wasn't going to try to be like, what are you doing in there? Like, not like that. I just wanted to, like, glance to see if I see the shadow or, like, someone in there. So I'm walking by to go to the handicap stall, and I go like this. There was nobody in there. Nobody. What did I hear? I know what I heard. And I'm not on drugs. I'm not on any medication. I am a little off. I can accept that. Something's a little wrong with me. But I know what I heard. So that bathroom's haunted. Like, there's somebody in there. And they're having a rough day or something. They're going through some tough times because they were sighing like, and I'm like, been there, Anywho, that's my story. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you in a future video. And Halloween is almost coming up, so I have some really neat videos planned for then. So I hope to see you then. Take care, be safe, and when you're in the bathroom, just, hopefully there's no spirits watching you. That's a really unsettling thought. If there's spirits, like, what if one day when we pass, you're stuck haunting a bathroom of all places? Like, you just watch people. The bathroom is one place where I really like to be left the heck alone. Maybe you're listening to this while you're in the restroom. Cuidado. Careful. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good night, and until next time.